All right, we all know about the annual turkey trot each Thanksgiving, largely because of Lisa Hidalgo. Let's focus tonight, though, on the many, many services provided by Mile High United Way. One of them is a 211 hotline that connects people to food, housing, and health services, and many other services as well.
So tonight we're joined by Casey Fox from Mile High United Way to talk about 211. Casey, welcome on in and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So for people who might not have ever heard of 211 or used it, can you talk to us about the most surprising way that someone can benefit from it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you two just described it pretty well. Our help center, any Coloradan can just dial the 3 simple digits, 211, or text 898-211 to connect to our team of compassionate community resource navigators to really just be able to be there and connect them to the basic needs resources that they may need, especially as we go into winter and this cold season, whether that is cold winter jackets for kids or making sure that there's a Thanksgiving dinner on and meal for their family this coming Thanksgiving next week.
What a great service.
I think throughout this past year, as we look at all of the difficulties that we've seen across Colorado, when folks struggle and have trouble making ends meet or need help with making rent or fall behind on their mortgage or a bill, anything like that, 211 has a vast variety of community resources and voluntary agencies that can really benefit by connecting to those folks when they need it most and are in their most vulnerable places.
So not to toot our own horn, but I will. Denver 7 is very proud to be a sponsor of the annual Turkey Trot a week from Thursday. So tell us about the tie from participating in Turkey Trot to this wonderful 211 service.
Right. Turkey Trot is my favorite event that we have across Mile High United Way every year. It's our largest fundraiser. We have thousands of folks come out. And how it benefits and comes back to 211 and the amazing programs across Mile High United Way is every registration, every single person that registers to walk or run in Turkey Trot, those proceeds go back to the services that we work with everyone across our community to be able to provide every single day throughout the year. So come out.
So it's not just fun, it really matters to participate.
People. And Casey, I know that 211 helps some folks. Recently we had several disasters here in Colorado. Can you tell us about those and maybe, a heartwarming success story that came out of that?
Yes. I think, again, our 211 service is built upon the incredible partnerships that we have and the database that we do have to be able to connect folks to the vital resources across Colorado. We have over 6,500 different services that are free or low cost that we're really vetting to make sure that we can connect folks to. Recently, in October, there were floods that impacted southwest Colorado, outside of Durango in La Plata and Archuleta County. And 211 was asked to step up in a different way to really work alongside the state of Colorado hand in hand to support survivors and folks that really had, in some cases, lost everything. You think about the house that we live in today, raising your children in a home and the prized possessions that you may have, photos that you can't get back that might have been lost in that flood. And so 211 was able to actually deploy folks through a pilot that we were trying out with the state down to Durango and La Plata and Archuleta counties and walk hand in hand with folks in person to provide resource connection, access to the resources to help them respond and then start their long journey into recovery and get back to a sustainable place.
On behalf of all of us, thank you. For this wonderful work you do there. So we'll see you at the Turkey Trot.
Yes,
I assume you're going to be out there. All right, registration is still open for it. Wash Park on Thanksgiving, November 27th. And as I said, Denver 7 is a proud sponsor. And coincidentally, you can save $7 off registration by using the code Denver 7.